All right, I was able to get my hands on yet another Rock Lord, so we're going to be doing that for this week and then go back to the Beast Wars stuff next week. This is Pulver-Eyes, which is probably my favorite of all of the names of the Rock Lords, because he's got Pulver, which I think is a kind of powder or something, and then eyes, as in his eyes are made out of pulver, but also he's pulverized, like he'll pulverize you. It's just some good wordplay here. Here he is in his rock mode, out of this tan plastic. Messed up my background there a bit. With this tan plastic, it's not a great rock mode. I'd say it's a little bit better than like Magmar's for me because at least some of the shapes go together. But ultimately, it feels like it's sort of like, here's the rock mode, and then there's just all this extra stuff kind of slapped onto the top. One thing that I just noticed like 5 minutes ago is so this panel is supposed to compress in like this one does and be all flush, but I think that this is accidentally like the same piece instead of it being mirrored. So like this little extra bump on the edge here would fit into this spot over here, but since it's not asymmetrical, or it is asymmetrical, it doesn't compress down. It's not a huge deal, and it doesn't really affect it any more than that. Like I just noticed it 5 minutes ago, and I've messed around with this guy a little bit this week, so not a huge deal, but something to note. Here he is with his other good guy rock lords. There's Nugget, Granite, and Boulder. So you can see, pretty normal sized rock lord. But like I said, I think out of these four, he's probably got the weakest rock mode. It's just, doesn't really make a whole well-defined solid shape there. But to transform him, first thing you want to do is take these sections here and rotate them down on the double hinge. These will be his arms. And you can take these sections and extend them out a little bit. And then the whole thing folds in half on a double hinge. They're just like that. So that will make his upper body. And then extend these out a little bit, and then take these thigh sections and pull them out. And then take these sections, rotate them out, and then rotate out the feet. And yeah, it's strange because it looks. See, they're not symmetric, or they're not symmetrical. It should be that this little extra flap is on the other side, and this like socket here would be on this side, but it's the same piece, so messes him up a little bit, but only in the rock mode, really. And then you take this section here and rotate it up, and that's his head, and there you have Pulver-Eyes in his robot mode, and quite the eyes he has. He's got kind of a creepy little bug face, so it's a little strange that they decided that this guy was one of the good guy rock lords, but kind of weird looking, but I'm into it. Articulation wise, his arms, they're actually pretty good here. They've got this joint that rotates all the way around, and then he gets a little bit of outward rotation there. And then he's got a double hinged elbow like that, so that works pretty well. And yeah, that's about it for the arms. The head really only can like look down into himself, nothing else. Legs, nothing at the hips. He does bend at the knee, and then also bends at the foot here, but again, without the hips, that doesn't really do anything. And then you can sort of get him to like lean back like this, but you're not getting a whole lot. Really, he's got just mostly just arm articulation. But yeah, to show him off with his other guys here. Here he is with Boulder and Granite, and lastly Nugget. Get them all in shot there. So he's he's kind of tall. He's one of the taller rock lords. I don't think he's quite as tall as Stoneheart, but he's looks pretty good with them. Nice to have another member of the good guy team. But yeah, he's he's an okay rock lord overall. He's kind of harder to find. I think he was in the second wave like Stoneheart was, so a little bit more rare. Not part of that initial first wave, the wave that's easier to find on eBay. But yeah, he's honestly, the thing I like most about him is his name, which is kind of funny, but yeah. I guess the other thing to mention is like these slots here where his hands are would have had a weapon to attach to. I think that they plugged into these holes here, and it actually looks like, I just noticed this right now, that the peg for the weapon for the one that this guy originally had is still stuck in there. So someone broke their toy, but oh well. But yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. There we have Rock Lord's Pulver-Eyes. Pretty cool.